Morning, this is Brian. Today is a warm October 17th, 2019. I am in Powder Canyon, right next to Schabarum Regional Park, near Rowland Heights in La Habra Heights, California, Los Angeles County. Finally getting a lower elevation hike in. I started off by the Fullerton Rd trailhead, which is off down there somewhere, and I'm making a final climb to a small peak I've been to a good few times in the last several years. It's called Peak 1416, also known as Powder Canyon High Point. It's basically the high point in the canyon, and it's actually listed on Peak Bagger, believe it or not. I've been up here a few times. This will probably be my 4th or 5th time up here, I believe. It's been a few years. I'm making my last climb right now. It's a pretty neat peak. Some nice views up there. Some nice plant life up here too. Notice they're doing a lot of native plant restoration lower down on this hill. There's a service road that comes up from the main double track at the bottom of Powder Canyon. So I'm coming basically from the south entrance on Fullerton Rd. So the peak is up there with the towers. Be up there pretty soon. It's not a hard hike. There are some steep sections if you want to catch a breath. But since it's very exposed, it's very warm. We're on a south-facing slope, as you can see here, looking towards La Habra Heights in Orange County. On the way up here, we got Laurel Sumac, Malosma laurina, Lemonade Sumac, Rus integrifolia, a lot of Nicotiana glauca. It's tree tobacco, it's not native. A lot of non-native vegetation up here, but there's a lot of native vegetation as well. So, a person who loves native botany will have no problem finding some interesting stuff to ponder. Now, on the right, there's going to be a tiny service road that leads the last few feet to the top. So I'll be meeting up with that pretty soon. You can access this peak from pretty much anywhere. It's just study your Google Earth. And there's a lot of electrical towers. This is the one that has radio towers. Fortunately, looks like there's somebody up there. So, oh boy. Might have to go around the backside. There's a used trail that goes around the back of it. But looks like the service road here has been cleaned. First couple times I went up here, lots of Russian thistle, in other words, tumbleweed. But you can see here, they have it cordoned off with rope. These are native plants that are starting to establish, especially after the rainy winter we had last winter. We got California bush sunflower and Salea californica. We got purple sage, Salvia leucophylla, buckwheat, Eriogonum fasciculatum. I'm not sure if that's variety fasciculatum or variety foliolosum. Then we got coastal deer broom or deerweed. That's Ecmispon glaber, variety glaber. We have white sage, Salvia apiana. Salvia leucophylla, the purple sage again. And further down, they have some vinegar weed, Trichostemma lanceolatum. First time I'd ever seen that plant. And we got fuchsia flowered gooseberry, Rebe speciosum, and a native that a lot of people probably don't consider or think too positively of, but I do because I like it. It's a nice looking plant. Ambrosia silvestachia. It's the western ragweed. You know me, I love my natives. So I might have to climb I might have to go around the backside. I don't know if somebody's there and is going to start tripping. I mean, it is cordoned off by a fence, so me making it up to the summit should not be a problem. There's a nice big ragweed right there. What I'll do is hang out in the shade of these Canary Island pines right here, Pinus canariensis. Ooh, just caught a whiff of them. Smell so nice. Canary Island pines have a quite unique aroma. I mean, it's definitely a piney smell, but it doesn't smell exactly the same as, say, our native pines. But they are from, well, the Canary Islands, and they grow very well here in Southern California because they like the mild climate. I don't believe these have a very low cold threshold, but I have seen them planted at 30,600 feet in the San Gabriel Mountains in an attempt to reforest. But they're not native, and they do occasionally pop up. I don't see seedlings super often, but they can come up. It's a beautiful tree. It's probably the pine that's grown here ornamentally that closest resembles the mountain pines we have in our mountains, like the Jeffrey pine, the ponderosa pine. But they're upright, kind of conical growth. But even out here, kind of in rugged areas where it's kind of dry here, this is a south-facing slope. So how these are doing well here, I mean, it's pretty. These are pretty hardy trees in their own right. So yeah, these are Canary Island pines. Here's what the cone looks like. There's no prickle at the end of the scale. It's a beautiful tree. I grown up in San Diego and Orange County, Southern California. You get used to seeing these trees a lot, and they are beautiful trees. Now, they are not closely related to any of our native pines, believe it or not. So first off, their needles are in bundles of 2, the Canary Island pine. And the needles are very long. Maybe not unlike maybe the gray or coulter pines that are native here, but the note, they are not closely related. They are actually related more to the snow pines, the Aleppo pines that are planted out here. Sorry about the wind. I don't have a windsock, but it just feels nice to stand in the shade. Today's the coolest day of the week. It's still very balmy and the sun's very warm. But yeah, Canary Island pines are in the pinaster group, whereas ponderosa pines, Jeffrey pines, coulter, they're in the ponderosa group. So these are in a group that's basically native. I don't know if there are any pinaster natives here in the United States at all, or in North America, to my knowledge. If there are, if somebody knows about them, please drop a comment and let me know, because I'm very curious. You know me, I'm very interested in trees, and if you've watched my mountain videos where I'm hiking